Hello, everyone. I'm thinking back to a year and a half ago. The old me, PTSD and pain controlled my life. My life was limited. Now that I'm looking back now, I can see, wow, my life was very limited because pain and PTSD controls your life. It controlled my life. Everything you do revolves around those things because from the start of my day, I had nightmares all night long. I was on 3 medications to sleep, 7 medications total, plus testosterone to get through my day. And it didn't really help me. It was just getting worse and worse and worse. My blood work started coming back not so good. High blood pressure, organs were taking a hit, and all those medications were having their side effects now because taking them so long, 20 years, over 20 years medicated, and I needed to change my life, which wasn't going so good. I wanted life back, and I would look out my windows and I would watch TV and watch movies, and I want that life. Life was so limited. And guys, and then one day I was introduced to something. Well, first, let me introduce myself, guys. If you don't know me, my name is Captain JV. I'm an honorable Navy veteran. Go Navy. I'm a licensed Coast Guard captain. Love being on the water. I love life. I love helping people. And something drew me to this technology that I'm wearing. See, it's a patch. It's a wearable technology. I'm used to medications and injecting something, but those things weren't helping me no more. They helped me for a time, but they stopped helping me. But they also limited my life. So if I look back, I'm going, wow, it's limited. But when you need something, you need something. And I needed something, and that's what I had was medication from the VA, right? So now, one day, guys, I just tell a quick story. I was invited over to this nice lady's house, the doctor's house, and I met two gentlemen there, and one served her in Korea, and one served her in Vietnam, and there was good guys, and they were using the technology and said they're medication free. They looked really healthy, and veterans, well, they'd never lied to veterans. I'm like, wow, I got to try this, and I heard all these good things, right? There's so much science, and that comes to my reason why I'm talking today. So much science behind things. And science can really confuse you. I know myself, I'm a captain. Tell me it works. I want to know, does it work? Yes or no? And he said it worked. And I believed him because they're veterans and they looked really healthy. Like these are older gentlemen and looked healthy. So you know what? Because the eyes never lied. And I looked at their faces and they had really nice faces. Like the skin looked really good. So you know what? I'll try it. So I was told it was going to do all these things. This patch technology was going to do all these things, but I just had to try it. So I put the patches on and I didn't think about it. And I started wearing more and more patches. So today, guys, I want to talk to you about Lifewave wearable technology. It's a wearable technology. You wear it and something happens amazing. So we're used to pills and drinks or injections or some kind of creams. This is a wearable technology. All of those things have a cause and effect, right? You put it on, you inject it and it causes something, or you take a pill and it causes something. This patch, you put it on your body, and something happens called photobiomodulation, which means short for phototherapy. So your body has heat around it, has light around it 24/7. And what's in the patch is activated, right? But nothing enters the body, but it sends light into the body. Light, guys, sends light into the body, and it causes something to turn on. So it's an on switch for the body. That's simple. It turns on peptides. That is amazing, because if you don't know about the peptides, well, there's powerful peptides in the body that keep us alive, that keep us going. But as we age, those peptides don't work like they used to, and you know that why? Because after the age of 30, you start to really age more and more and go into things. And when something happens, it doesn't fix. Why does it not fix? Well, by 30, we're basically at half speed, okay? What do I mean by that? Things work half speed. So like your peptides are half speed, so they don't work as well. We're actually aging too fast. That's another presentation later on. But we're aging too fast, so we're half speed. So what does this technology do? It puts them back at full speed. Full speed. So that's which is amazing. So it's allowing your body to work at full speed. That's amazing. And we don't think about that, right? Because we think about medications and injections, and so that's why it's so incredible. And if you haven't seen before and after of me, then I could send you one because I look younger. I look younger and I feel younger than I did freaking 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Shoot, 10, 20 years ago, I had a lot of pain. I can remember just 10 years ago being in the gym, icing my arms all the time, putting straps on, and I don't do that no more. I wear gloves, everything, and I don't have to no more. I'm 100%, guys, pain-free. Guys, I'm gonna let you know something before I put this presentation. I am medication-free. I sleep like a baby. My skin's better. My health is better. I've gone through a lot of changes. I'm the walking example of what can happen if you use this technology. And it's worked for me. And it's worked for others. So I'm here to help people. But like I said, there's so much science to it. So I want to break it down to where a normal person like myself can understand. Because most of you out there are hardworking people. And you need to know about this. I want you to know about it because you deserve it. Because we all deserve to live this beautiful life and not be limited. I was very limited in my life. And it's such a, I'm outside right now. I'm looking around. It's so beautiful out here. I want you to enjoy it. I want to enjoy it. I really want you to enjoy it. People are my passion, and I love people. So I want us all to just get up and enjoy it. And so pain and PTSD and whatever you got going on can really control that. So how do we fix that? How do we make that better? Allowing the body to do what the body can do, heal. So this technology can only help somebody because you're allowing your body to do what? Remember I told you we're at half speed by 30. Get back to full speed. Whatever it activates is full speed. So this activates your GHKCU copper peptide, which is the body's most powerful peptide, and allows my body to make that peptide, which is pretty amazing. Then it activates your dormant stem cells. And does anybody know what a stem cell is? Raise your hand. Everybody says they know what it is. I had no idea what it is. The whole body's a stem cell, guys. Everything is a stem cell. You stop making these stem cells at 10 years old, and you're full of them. Okay, it's called a pluripotent stem cell, meaning that stem cell become whatever the body needs. Everything in the body is a stem cell. So if you're able to make those again, it become what the body needs. And the body needs stem cells because you're aging. So you start to run out of them. By 30, you're at half speed. You have half left. Yeah, by 6 years, only a little bit left. So this is why when something happens, it's not getting fixed. That's why you need surgery and medications. So what if your body made those again? What would happen? Raise your hand, because you would go through changes, positive changes. It would only help you. Stem cells, GHK, all these things can only help a person. So guys, here's my presentation right here. Right here it is, okay? Something fancy. I'm a captain. I made a fancy presentation because I want you to understand what this can do. So let's jump into my presentation, guys. The X39 patch. This patch is the patch that anybody needs to wear. And why is that? Because it activates the body's most powerful peptide, GHKCU, which is responsible for so many things. And I want you to look up GHKCU. Look up that peptide, and that's what this patch can do. But something amazing happens with this patch. It also activates your dormant stem cells. So our inventor went through 10 years trying to figure out how to activate stem cells. Why is that? Because stem cells are the way to age reversal. For us to live a lot longer, what the Bible says, you would have to activate your stem cells. And this does it. That's why it's incredible. It's not like injecting stem cells. When you inject stem cells, that's another source. So they don't all turn into what your body is. And those stem cells can't be used on your brain. Okay? These stem cells are your own. So they wake up and they work and they start to heal you. That's why it's super incredible. So the X39 is non-negotiable. If you're watching this right now, I want you guys to put this patch on. Who am I? Well, I'm a person that helps you get to where you want to be. I can educate you on each patch. And then when it comes to actually getting to where you really want to be, we'll put you on a protocol. And I dipped into the science and learned protocols. In fact, I have people from the company reaching out to me, JV, how'd you do that? Every single day I get those questions. You know why? Because I figured it out. And I'm only getting better at it. So that's why I want to help you, okay? Be your best. and get your second chance at life, because that's what I call it, second chance of life, because that's what I got, second chance of life, because I know that I'm going to live healthier, younger, longer because of this amazing technology that I opened my mind up to. Because technology is going to advance in life, right? We just got to open our mind up to new technologies. And once you open your mind up to things, then you grow, right? The best learners listen. So that's the X39, guys. Elevating your GHKCU, putting those stem cells to work, and your body's in rejuvenation mode. Fix, repair, and rejuvenate mode. Okay. Next patch. The X49. I love this patch. Why? Because it helps with my testosterone. It helps with your blood, your bones, your brain. This patch activates AHKCU. Look up that peptide, AHKCU copper peptide. It activates that, targeting your bones, your brain, your blood. It regulates it. So really does work on your heart as well. So that's why it's powerful. It assists your stem cells. So it's a sister to the X39. So it's a powerhouse together. And I wear those two every day, no matter what. So powerful peptide. All right. When you wear both those together, your heart, for every 6 months you wear those two patches together, your heart reverses in age by almost up to 8 years. You heard what I just said? Up to 8 years, 6 months of use. That's incredible. What does that mean? It's repairing it and making it younger again. So all the things to do with the heart. That's very, very vital, because your heart and brain are how you're going to live longer. And unfortunately, we're seeing on the news, people are not doing so well because of their heart, right? And I don't want that to be you. So give your heart and brain a chance. These two patches right here give you that fighting chance to live longer. And that's amazing. Remember, you put them on your body turns on those peptides, and your body goes back to work like it's supposed to. All right. The Aeon patch. This patch activates the peptide responsible for inflammation. And we all know what inflammation is. Everybody's heard that word. Well, there's good inflammation and there's bad inflammation. We want to remove the bad inflammation body. Everything that's causing your body that's bad, that's happening wrong, is caused from inflammation. So this activates that peptide and goes in and gets it out of the body. Okay, so instead of taking the medication with side effects, I don't need to do that. I use this patch. Sometimes I'll wear up to two a day if I want to really, really get some extra healing on, and it helps get the inflammation out of my body naturally. All right, next patch. Everybody loves this patch because it's called the skin patch. Think about it. Think about this. This patch, when you put it on your body, right? You wear it at nighttime. It activates the pineal gland. It works on your telomeres, right? It rebuilds your telomeres. Telomeres are what are at the end of your cells, and they determine how long you're going to live. But you can repair them so you can live longer. That does it. Plus, it works on the skin, on the inside and the outside of the body, activating all of your collagens, all of them. Okay, and that's important because collagen is responsible for so many things, to keep us healthier and to live longer, but also your skin. And that's why my skin glows in my arms and my legs, and not just my face, like even my neck. It all looks younger because I'm activating all my collagens. If you're listening to this and you're into skincare or you love to look young, you never want to go a day without wearing this patch, because you will look younger. Now, guys, listen. With all these patches, you got to keep wearing them. Okay, don't tell me, hey, JV, I wore it 1 month and didn't do nothing. Okay, you don't build a building in one day, right? Your building is broke down. We got to rebuild the building, and you got to send the workers in to fix it, right? Well, these are the workers, all right? This is your army, and it's over time. On month 7 is when I had my big, when I looked in the mirror, I was like, oh my gosh. I took a picture of that and I posted it. That's when I could totally tell my skin changed. So it's gradual changes, just getting repaired and repaired and repaired. And one day you're like, whoa. Okay, so you gotta let your body heal. So it's important to keep wearing the patches. It doesn't matter if you take a day off, but this is part of your daily regimen, allowing your body to heal, fix, repair, and rejuvenate. So the elevator patch also works on the male and female reproductive systems, works on your hormones, works on that pineal gland, which means basically we lose sleep as our sleep doesn't get so good as we age. Okay. Some worse for others, but this helped get your sleep back. I know, because I was on 3 medications to sleep. Now I'm on 0. And that is actually incredible, because for the last 20 years plus, I've been on medications to sleep. I'm medication free, which I was scared to get off medications, but I got off all of them. I slowly got off all of them. And by month 7, I was medication free. Wow, that's just incredible, guys. And I want that. I want that for you. All right. Carnosine. Carnosine, know what I mean? That's a patch I wear on my neck all the time. Everybody goes, what patch is on your neck, JV? Normally carnosine. Why is that? Because it's responsible for the brain. It targets the brain, the eyes, your tissue throughout your body, your joints. But I like it close to my brain because I have PTSD. Guys, I have PTSD, and I want my brain to get all the healing as possible. And the X39, 49 also work on the brain, but and the elevator patch. But so does that carnosine. I just love it close to my brain, and I wanted my brain to heal. And guys, PTSD doesn't control me anymore. I control my PTSD. And something else amazing happened, and probably because I wore it close to my close to my eyes. I was wearing glasses, and now I don't wear glasses anymore. I've gone through 2 corrections in my eyes, and I don't see perfect, but like distance wise, I see perfect. But close up, I couldn't see in front of me, and now I can. And I don't wear glasses anymore. I don't need them anymore because I wore this patch plus other patches. So something to think about. Like I said, my body went through repair, and it rejuvenated, and it fixed my eyes. And those doctors said I would have to wear glasses the rest of my life because there's a muscle that went out, and it's going to happen to a lot of us because we're looking at our cell phones too much and close up. But it repaired it, and that is amazing. And listen, I think glasses are cool, but it's a pain in the butt to wear them all the time, and it doesn't. It's no fun where you can't see in front of you. And now I can. All right, guys. Glutathione patch. Let me get a drink real fast because I need to hydrate. Now I'm in Texas and it's hot out here, guys. Right, glutathione. Most of us have heard of glutathione, but if you haven't, it's your body's major antioxidant. This patch was invented for Susan Summers from Three's Company. Remember her? God bless her. She's in heaven now. She was fighting cancer, but and so this patch helped her beat cancer a bunch of times. And why is that? Because glutathione is your body's major antioxidant, right? It goes into the body and gets the bad stuff out, basically, okay? Look up glutathione. People actually go and get IV drips, okay? And get glutathione in their body so they feel better. Well, glutathione is tied to longevity, but we stopped making it, right? This raises it by 300% in your body, in your liver, by 300% up to 48 hours. So you can just wear a patch every other day, and you're getting glutathione constantly, which helps out what? It removes the bad of the body so the body functions better, okay? It works on the joints and ligaments, rebuilding them. Also makes the skin glow. That's why if you meet a Lifewaver who's been wearing patches for at least a year, their skin looks better, okay? There's a few, the skin patch, the X39, but glutathione is part of that. So glutathione is very, very powerful. And if you want to get the best of your body so you can function better, glutathione. And listen, bad things in the body can lead to what? Disease, right? So it's important if you can get them out of there. Filter that body out because it's not filtering. The body will store what's bad in your fat and your muscles. If you had COVID injections or any those type of things, it's stored inside you. I gave myself to get that stuff out of my body a chance, and I detoxed. I got it out. I know because I'm functioning better, and I had a lot of different things happen to me. Like my arm had a rash on it for a while because I was detoxing, and so, anyways, it's out now, and so amazing. What would that have caused? I have no idea. You know, cancer can start in the bones, and it came out of my bones. So thank God. So glutathione is a very powerful peptide, and this patch makes it. So there you go. Instead of going in an IV drip, I can stay at home and do my day, wear a patch, it raises it, and that's pretty amazing. All right. The Energy Enhancer patch, which was invented for our Navy SEALs, go Navy, to stay awake longer because it turns your fat into energy, into cellular energy, gives your cells energy, not like caffeine energy, your cells. When you give your cells energy, you perform better. Michael Phelps won his 6 gold medals wearing this patch. In fact, the whole team was wearing this patch. And then, you know, then the FDA or whatever monsters try to come out of them. the Olympic team, whatever doping, whatever, but nothing entered the body, so they're okay to wear it. And so our Olympians were the first ones. Navy SEALs and Olympians were the first ones to wear this technology, and they set records that year. So pretty incredible patch. If you're into performance, like I'm wearing them right now, one right there and one right there. That's energy enhancer patches, so I can have a better performance day. So amazing patch. Last patch I wear. These are the patches I wear, guys. The Lifewave. Okay, pain is trapped in the body, and we'll normally take medications or do something for that pain. Well, this patch is two patches. You put it on the place of pain, and it reduces or removes the pain instantly. Within a minute, it's gone. So that's pretty incredible. Most of the time, it really reduces it, like down to, like you go from a 10 down to a 1, but sometimes it reduces 100% gone. And that's pretty incredible. So this is a patch that's good to have on you. Well, one, if you're dealing with pain every day, just wear the patch until your pain is gone. You wear the other patches as well, so you're repairing. But to have it on you in case something happens, because you can instantly remove that pain. You get that signal that's going from the pain to your brain. We take that signal, we get it out of the body, removing it. So guys, those are the peptide patches, guys. Peptide patches. Very powerful technology that has changed my life. And hopefully I broke that down to where you can understand it. There's so much science to it, because each patch does a lot. The old FDA monsters, they don't want us to say certain things, right? They don't want you to say the words fix, repair, heal, rejuvenate. They don't want you to say that stuff. That's why, if you're a person wondering, well, why haven't I heard of this? Do you hear of anything that heals and repairs you? No, you don't. You don't hear about medications. Let's talk about red light therapy or something. Is that on commercials? No. Okay? You're not going to hear about it. You need someone like myself to tell you about it. And that's why. If this was on the shelves at CVS or Walgreens, would I have ever bought it? No. I wouldn't know what it is. It'd say X39. Well, what is that? I wouldn't have bought it. So thank God for the inventor who invented it. And he went to a Bible study and he said, this is how you should use people to share it. And that is why I became part of the company, because he's a Christian man and he allows us to be part of his company to help people, which is actually ingenious. Okay. So that's a good man. So guys, I really appreciate you listening, taking the time to listen to my rant about this technology. And really, there's more to it, right? So I'm here to help you and answer your questions. You're gonna have a lot of questions, and I'm gonna have a lot of answers. Reality is this, guys. It's a wearable technology, right? Technology has advanced. We now can wear technology that has no side effects. That's pretty amazing. And I'm not saying the things that you're doing ain't working, okay? This is something to add on. This is allowing the body to do what the body wants to do, okay? Heal, fix, repair, and rejuvenate. It is the science behind longevity. I personally have never seen anything this powerful. The trick is this. You have to keep wearing it. You keep wearing it, you start going to changes. If you go to my socials, look at something I post and look at the comments. Look what people are saying. Go ask one of them. Hey, I see you use the technology. What has it done for you? Ask them. So many people are going through changes. Guys, this technology is all over the world. We're in over 80 countries. It started in the good old USA, obviously in San Diego with the Navy SEALs, but it's being used all over the place. It's huge in Asia and Europe. You know why? Because they're open to change. The United States of America, we're the most unhealthy country because we're not open to change. Well, that's why I'm trying to help you guys. Be open to change. Be open to this technology because it is incredible. I have my second chance of life, and I want you to have your second chance of life. God bless you, and I hope we all live a long, healthy life. Stay young.